Hello everyone, you are welcome to my YouTube channel again, where the knowledge for analytics is being passed across as to bridge our understanding on what market demands. So today I'll be navigating you through another aspect in Microsoft Excel for analytics. And the aspect which I'm going to be guiding you to understand is on the area of cleaning, data cleaning. As powerful as we have different IDA, which is explorative data analytics, which characterize 5 pillars of analytics from the areas of data formulation, like problem formulation. Then we have to collect your data. Then we move to organizing or cleaning data. Then before you analyze your data, then we move to interpretations or report your findings to your audience. Then there's a very powerful tools and the area of segment in line with processes of transforming data, which is cleaning. Cleaning is one of the wonderful and powerful keys when it comes to analytics because you must understand the processes embedded in Microsoft Excel in cleaning data before you can go ahead to analyze. Is data you analyze, is data you clean that you analyze. Before you analyze any data, that shows that you would have gone through cleaning, organize it well before you can structure it for analysis. Thereafter, to build your interactive dashboard. There, before we enter into proper analysis and building of interactive dashboard for your audience, you must understand the key metrics of cleaning data. So I have different data we are going to be cleaning that we are going to be guiding you. So you can download it on description below of my YouTube videos so that I will guide you that you can follow the process by which I clean this data. I'll be guiding you and I will open a new file of Excel by pressing Ctrl N. So open a new sheet. So it is better for you to open a new sheet the way I did. When you open a new sheet, it will guide you to know how to import your data properly. So you can see from my screen now that a new sheet has been opened. So from there, when you have your data being downloaded on your system, so you must understand the kind of data you want to work with. So virtually, we work mostly with text, Excel worksheets, and CSV, which is comma separated variables. So I have my data on my system already. So after you have opened a clean data or a clean sheet like this on my screen, you come down to your data. When you come down to your data, so you come to your get data. You can get data from CSV, you have from CSV, we have from web, we have from data range. So, but you can click on get data so that you can have access to different sources where your data can be gotten from. But now I'm getting my own data from Excel. So Excel workbook. So I'll click on Excel workbook, but I'm going to load about 3 data sets at the same time. So I'm going to teach you how to work with in Excel, how to load different data sets inside Excel. So, and we are going to launch this to Power Query. So when it comes to cleaning, it will ease your work. So if you are working with Power Query is a library integrated in Excel to readjust and also to organize your data. So we're able to make many things for you even to make cleaning to be more effective and to be more accurate. So we're able to check your consistencies in your data and as well to share the qualities that your data have. So the Power Query, most time they ask you that which part of Excel is used for cleaning data. You just say it's Power Query. So I'm launching all these my data set. I'm launching them to my Power Query. And it's more than one I'm going to load. And I'll teach you how to import main data set at the same time by creating connection for it. So watch and follow me. So from Excel workbook, we click on it because my data is Excel workbook. So we load it for the local computers to come in. So I'm having it on my documents. You click on my document. When we click on document, then you can click on this. So we move straight down to the data set I'm working with. So this Partially structure says data 3. So I'm going to load it. We are going to click on import. These are data I'm going to claim. They are very, very raw data that I'm going to work with. So I'm from here. So wait for it to come up. So you can see the clean. So this thing will come up. You can see the clean data, and you can see the dirty data. So this is the clean, this is the dirty. So I'm going to load both so that I'll be able to monitor what I'm working with. So first one, we are going to load the clean. And you click on the clean data. So we are not working with it, but we are working with this dirty. By the time you click on the dirty here and preview from this aspect, you can see that it's very, very dirty. You can see different nouns that they have us to organize it like this. But because there is a limitation in Excel, so RDB is higher software, you can import them at the same time. But in Excel, it will allow us to import it one after the other. When you click on the clean, you come to load, you see transform, you see cancel, or you click on transform. Transform will launch you straight to your Power Query. But because I want to import many data sets at the same time, so I have to be doing it one after the other. So then I'm not going to click on load. If I click on load, it will launch it to my worksheet, which will not allow me to load many data sets at the same time. So when I click on this pin here, so you can see load, you can see load. Don't click on load. When you click on load, it will launch you to a worksheet. You won't be able to have access to other data set. Then you click on load so that you can create connection for it, because I still have many, many things to work with. So we wait for him to process. So we can see that from data, you can see only create connection. From table, click on only create connection. From only create connection, click on add this data to data model. Then okay. When you click on OK, you can see that this thing has to work. So wait for it to process so that I can load in our data. We'll wait for it to load. So when you wait for it to load, you can see your data will be loaded to Excel. So we have this worksheet, very clean one that we are working with. So we can see that our data have been loaded. Let me show you. So you can see that this data have been loaded. It has been loaded. So we have this is loaded. This is the clean one. You go back to the data again. So we go back to it to go and import the dirty one as well. So when we click on it, we have our data under our document. So the data structure 3. So this is the third one, the third one. Then we click on it. We want to import the dirty one as well. From we have loaded the clean one. Click on the dirty. When you click on the dirty one, click on load to as well. Load to. Wait for it to load. You see data processing queries. So we have processing queries, and another name for data is called queries. Anytime you are seeing queries, query simply means data in table. So most time for analytical terminology, they won't tell you that it's clean. They will not tell you that data set. They will tell you that we are working with queries. Queries are data in table. So this is the clean one, this is dirty one. Can you see the clean one, the dirty one? I've imported that data. So I'm going back to go and import another one. To go and import another one that I'm having here. So I'm going to click on another one. I have different data sets that is very clear, but I'll just picture some example for you so that I can guide you to know how to clean data on different methods to work with them. So I'm working with structure one. This is another one, value structure one. Click on it. When you click on it, I'm just teaching you how to load data by creating connection for you. Click on the clean and as well click on load to. Click on load to. This is load to. It's working. Click on only create connection, then add this data to data model. So we can see it as well. It's being loaded. And then we move back to our data. We get data from the source again. So from Excel workbook. So all this is my data in Excel workbook. So if you have any question, you can comment on my video below. So I will attend to them. So we have this under this palette structure again. Then let's import the dirty one. So I'm importing the clean one so that it will guide us to know whether we are able to understand or structure our data set the way the clean one was structured. So it is good for us to know. Click on the only create connection, add this data to data model, add this, make sure you add this, that it can be loaded inside our data model here. You have it here. You can see that as well. You can see that it's loading. So we can have this. Now it remains one that I want to work with, so that you can see how that one also, how we can work with that. So then we click on our document as well again, at our document again. When click on our document, we move down. So I'm working with another data set. Is jump up customer details. So we have this. So we wait for it to load. So we come to the navigator, we import the clean as well. So we say load to, from load to, then from load to, we click on only create connection, then we add this to data model, then we click on it. So you can see that I'm loading different queries, and you can't see them in my worksheet because I'm creating connection for it. This one will enable me to import as many data I want to work with in Excel. So that's how to load as multiple data sets inside Excel for cleaning before we launch it straight to our Power Query. So let me import the dirty one as well. Then we are set to go ahead to clean our data. So we import the dirty one as well. Import it, and we import it. Then we move down to dirty one as well. We click on load and load to. So then we have imported 3 data sets, though in our model here we're saying 6 because inside each of the data sets we are having the two data sets that we are working, both the dirty and the clean one. So, and the reason why we're importing the clean one so that we'll be able to track what we are doing, whether it's correct or not. Now, from having here, we want to launch this to Power Query. I told that Power Query is library integrated in Excel for data cleaning, to clean data, to structure it. Not, I'm going to be showing you many things you can use Power Query to do. So, but I will introduce you to first one, the cleaning, which is a major base for data cleaning, for cleaning data, organizing your data. So when you click on any, you don't need to click on it. Just place your cursor as if we are just drawing. I just click on cursor in any of those queries. You will see a box that will come up like this. Then it now comes to edit. The edit, when you click on edit, it will launch you straight. It will launch you straight to your Power Query. And this Power Query, you can see Power Query Editor. So all the data, all these queries that you uploaded in, I told you that is called queries. Queries simply means data in table. You can see that it's asking that we're having 6 queries, which we are having 6 data sets that I want to work with. First one that I want to work with, let me work first one with the dirty, this is clean, dirty one. This is an clean one. So this is the clean aspect of it, and this is the dirty aspect of it. So we are going to, they ask us to clean it like this: segment, ship mode, order ID, and 6. So we have 4 key metrics or 4 KPIs. KPI simply means key performance indicator, or we can call it key metrics. These are data points that they really want you to work with. And from our dirty one here, you can see that all those things are now available. So the data is very dirty. I want to get about 4 key metrics from this data set. What we need to do, first one, after you have come to your Power Query editor here, then we need to escape this sheet type, escape with these promoted headers as well. When you escape them, so then the next thing you need to do will come to transform. So you can see the ribbon up here, click on transform. Then from transpose, you are going to click on transpose. You know, transpose will turn vertical to horizontal or horizontal to vertical. That is transpose. So once you have clicked on that transpose, you can see a little change that is happening here. And watch, anytime you are doing anything here, we've seen the apply steps here. I see apply steps, transpose table is asking us, was telling us that we have done something there, which is transpose table. So in other words, if you feel like we are not cool with what we have just done, by the time you click on escape here, you cancel, it will take you back to your initial table, but click on transpose. So this is help us to correct everything you want to correct under apply steps. So after you have done it, you have clicked on it, then we can see that we have segment, we have ship mode, we have further hiding. So why did I click on this? And we have ship mode, segment ship mode. These are headings, but you can see them in our first line here. In other words, I need to take it to to become headings. So then I will click on use first row as headers. So when I click on headers, so I can see that the table has come up, which is the segment, the ship mode, which is the main headers. So we have removed it from the first row to the top headers. So once you have done that, then you can see no are just empty spaces, and we need to remove it. Although we have gotten first and second step of our key metrics, but we need to remove this now. So for us to remove this now, you come to your field under transform field. Click on field, you can see feeder. So feeder. So we'll do the same thing here. Just say feeder. You do the same thing here, feeder. So you can see that we have the first one, second one have been done. By the time you click on the claim one, so we have the ship segment ship mode. So you come back here, under we have our segment and ship mode, but it remains two order ID and value. Yes, we remain our order ID and sales, right? So I come back here, so then we right click on everything. Right click on everything. When you right click by pressing Control A, press Control A. So you will highlight everything. So you press down your control, then you click on the segment here, the column, press the shift mode as well, so that will remove the two columns from what you want to do next. But once we have done this, it remains to want to do order ID and sales. But for us to work with two things at the same time, there's another function to use for it, and the function is called on pivot column. On pivot column, click on pivot column. When you click on pivot column, you can see that the data set has been worked. We have our attributes, so you can change this by pressing the first one, the headings here. So you can change the names to the original name, or you can press it by pressing Control. Just right click. When you press right click, you can see rename here. And click on the rename here, we still do the same thing. So we have our order ID, order ID. Then we come back here, we tap this one twice to change it to 6. We have our 6. We have our 6. Then we click on OK. So now we have this is the clean one. Can you see? And this is the dirty one that we have just cleaned. Now, after you have done that, right click on everything again. When you right click on everything, you now come to dictate data type. We have different data types that it belongs to. So by the time you come up here, you can see APC 1, 2, 3. So it's not properly fixed to their different data type. Why this also order ID is not properly fixed to their data type, ship mode is not properly fixed to their data type, and all these things are not properly fixed to their data type. So for us to do at the same time, right click on all of them. When you right click on all of them, then you come to your dictate data type. When you click on dictate data type, you can see that all of them have been fixed to their data type. So when you are having numbers, then it's integer data type. So these are integer numeric. So anywhere you're having letters, they are text data type. Anywhere you're having decimals, they are whenever you are seeing values, all those decimal values, so they are decimal data types. So or they call them floating. They are numbers with decimals. So all those things need to be fixed. You can see that when you come back here, because it's in decimal, our sales is in decimal format, you can see 1.2, which indicates it's decimal data type. You need to fix it before you can go ahead. But if you get to analysis and you are not you don't properly fix your data type, it will affect the outcome. It will affect the outcome of your analysis. So it is good for us. Once you have done that, then you can come here under just say close and load. Close and load. Close and load. When you click on just wait for it, you can see that it's loading. So you can see that everything has been loaded here. Everything has been close and load. You can see it has been loaded. It has been loaded in. So you can see that we are having it in our queries. Now the second thing we are going to work with now, which is different because the first one we work with 4 columns, and the second we are working with with 5 columns at the same time. So when you click on it, launch back again to your edits. The edit will launch you back to your Power Query. So when you come to your Power Query, now this is another method, another way around to do that. So because if you are giving another data set that is not in the first format, how will you do it? So by click on 3, can you see that this one is more voluminous than the first one we did, and this is the clean one. So this one is 5 columns. So now, if you follow the first step we did, it may not give you the right answer. So what we just need to do here, because you have 5 columns. So if you follow the first rules that we did the other time, it won't give you the 5 columns at the same time. It will just be giving you 4. So in order to do that, if you have your 5 columns to work with, that what you need to do, first one, you come to change type and promoted headers. When you click on change type promoted headers, the first thing you need to do, click on the first one and the second column. You need to merge other ID and other date at the same time. So right click on it, you can see merge column and click on merge column. You can wait for it to come up, merge columns. Then you click on separator and your separator will be space. So when you click on space, then what you want to merge, I want to merge my other ID and my other dates and other dates. So then I'll click on OK. So when I click on OK, I said I've merged it. So after I've done that, then I can now come to transpose or transform to transpose it. So when I transpose it, then I come to my use first row as headers, like the way we did for the other after we have merged it. You can see that. So you can see feed down so that you can fill it down. So we have our shift mode, we have our segment. Now, then right click on all of them. So then press down your control, remove this, remove this. Then you come to your on pivot column. Your on pivot column, when you click on pivot column, you can see that it has been merged. We have 4, but it saves us because we have merged this one already. So it will just be giving you 4 if you have not merged it, or the first one we lost. But because you have merged it, you have made 2 columns to 1 column. So now you now come down here to separate what you have done. So you come to split column by delimiter. You can right click on this or you can click it from here, split column, just say by delimiter. And you click on by delimiters, then what you have just done there, we space them. Click on the space again. So when you click on space, click on leftmost delimiter, then click on OK. You can see that it has been splitted. And this one, I can now try to rename them. This one is order ID. This one is order dates. This one is order dates. Dates, and why this one is our 6. This one is our 6. So now this one is our 6. Now you can see that we have done it. This is a clean 3. You can see that we have done what they asked us to do. And don't forget, anytime you have cleaned any data, you need to go back by highlighting all of them to fix them to their data. Because this date, you can see this date, you can see ABC. So this is date format. It's not ABC. You must change this to time. So, but if you click on dictate data type, it will fix them by himself. It will fix all those different columns to different columns they belongs to. So we have fixed it as well. So we have corrected it. This is how to work with multiple columns. Then you can come here and click on close and load. But I will not close and load because if I finish everything, I'll close and load. Now you can come back here. There is something called column profiling. Column profiling helps you to check the quality of your data, the quality of your data, what you can see in your data. So now if you click on add column, so add column, they come to view. So when you come to view, you see quality. If you click on column quality, your column quality in your data, it must not see error. Anywhere you are seeing error is not correct, you need to fix those errors. So error must not be in your data. So when you clean it like this, can you see 0%, 0%, 0? But from here, you see 1%. That shows there is one error under this other day. It needs to be fixed. So anytime we are seeing all these no values, they are no error, but you can remove them to structure your data. But error must not be seen in your data at all. So for you to fix this thing, come back to home and come back to remove rows, which is remove errors. Under remove rows, remove errors. When you do that, check. You can see that it has gone. So you need to fix it. That shows that our data is properly. All those things, they are called check qualities. You can come back to free so that it helps you to share the consistency of your data. When you check their distribution, you are going to see what we are having there: 4 distinct value and 0 unique. So we have 3 distinct, and because here we have consumer, corporate, and also and corporate, consumer, and also supplies. So that's why we have a 3 distinct value here. Under this, we have 622 distinct. That is what distribution will tell you to do. So once you have tested and you see that there's no any error, uncheck them. So uncheck them and come back. Then you click on home, which is close and load. So you now click on close and load. I click on close and load. You can see that this thing is properly clean right away. So without any stress. So that is it. By the time you move back again, so I will just give you this to go and practice. You are going to download the video on the description below so that you can practice it. This is another one I'm giving you to go and work with them, just to make you to understand how to work with them. This is name, address, age, and gender. And also we have this is the dirty one, very dirty, but they ask you to this is the clean, this is the clean one. So and this is the dirty one. So we go ahead to clean this and to split them to different columns they belong to. We have 4 columns here, and this is the dirty one. So and this is how to do. Once you have done that, check their consistency by checking their column profiling to show whether they are consistent or not. So this way I'm going to be stopping. So we are going. I want you to subscribe so that you can follow me for different videos I'll be uploading with time. Thank you.